Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to KAL Experience, episode number 3. Excited to be here as always, and I thank you guys for taking the time out to check out this week's episode. So today's episode is for anyone out there who has had something on their mind for maybe a while now, and something that they've wanted to do, and they just have not done it. Anyone listening to this right now can probably think immediately about maybe one major thing, one medium-sized thing, or maybe a handful of things even that fit that category, that fit that description. But today's episode, I'm gonna reflect a little bit on sort of my journey that kind of got me from when I originally had this first idea of wanting to leave corporate into becoming an educator. And I'm going to discuss the first step. So this is not a full-fledged, watch this video and then you're going to be able to accomplish all your goals or anything like that. There's going to be more content where we do sort of a deeper dive on certain topics in the near future. But today's episode hopefully is maybe someone's watching this and they've been thinking about something for a while and they just need to know what is that first step to get started. So stay tuned till the end. I think you guys will really get some real value out of this episode. Let's kind of set the stage a little bit, right? So I used to work at Verizon for 12 years. I worked in corporate for 12 years, right out of college with an engineering degree. And I held many different positions there. And one of the things that kind of happened after maybe about 7 or 8 years while I was working there is I didn't have fulfillment in what I was doing at work. I didn't have fulfillment. I was working a job that paid really well, that had a lot of flexibility, that really wasn't stressful aside from maybe the stress of me knowing that I didn't have fulfillment there. I was kind of getting a little bit stressed about that, but from a work perspective, really no stress at all, which was really good, but it just wasn't fulfilling. So I started thinking about what are the things that I want to do to get me into a position where I can have fulfillment on a daily basis. That was something that became very important to me. And in that process, I wasn't sure how to get started. But ultimately I figured it out. And that's what kind of started the process that led to the rest of the events that got me into the position that I am today. And I just have to say, I'm really, really excited and blessed to be in this position that I'm in today, working a job that's fulfilling as a middle school math teacher, where I go into work every day and it's exciting and I'm engaging with the students and I appreciate them, they appreciate me, and it's something that doesn't feel like work, which is really exciting, waking up every morning and going in. I didn't have that in my previous role, right? So I have that on one side, and then the other side of the fence with my tutoring business, I feel like things are really starting to pick up with that in the most extraordinary way. I'm starting to get more clients and learn some different techniques and different ways to be even more effective with the tutoring, working one-on-one with the students. And then having this creative outlet, having a show, having a YouTube show that I do every week. And, today was a long day. I worked and then I had a student and then I had a workshop at my church that I did. And I came home knowing that I had to record this episode, and it wasn't a burden at all. It was something I was excited to do. So I'm like I said, blessed about the whole situation. I feel really excited. Friends and family, people that talk to me and ask me about how things are going, I think a lot of them probably see a different spirit about me, and I want to be able to pass that along to people and motivate and inspire other people to make these changes that have been on their mind as well, because I feel like I'm a great example of what it could look like on the other side, and I want to help people, get to that point. That's the goal of today's video. So I've been having conversations with people over the past several months who have had a lot of really, really interesting ideas that they've shared with me about things that they wanted to do, and they just have not done them yet for one reason or another. And one of the things that was a common takeaway is that there needs to be something, in my opinion, that could be start with this, right? We don't want to look at the whole picture just yet. We want to look at where are we starting at, how are we starting, even more important. How are we starting to kind of set into motion the plans to kind of reach our ultimate goal? So the first thing that I want to talk a little bit about is if you guys pick a day in the week and a time slot, right? So everyone's time slot's going to be different depending on your work schedule, depending on your family life, all that stuff. But just for the sake of argument, say if we pick Tuesday night from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So Tuesday is going to be your day where you are dedicated to doing what we're going to talk about next. Meaning, if on Monday someone reaches out and says, hey, you want to hang out on Tuesday from 7 to 9? I can't, I have plans already. The plans are on the schedule and these plans are not going anywhere. So you have the day set, you have Tuesday set. This is what I want everyone out there who fits the category of the person that I described at the beginning of this video. This is what I want everyone out there to do on that day for the first week that they start this, all right? I want them to sit down at a quiet area, get a piece of paper, get a pencil, and brainstorm. And write down what you're thinking about. Put down different ideas, write down pros and cons, write down time frame, just anything that comes to your mind that's related to this goal that you have, write it down, jot it down, park the note there so that and don't have your phone near you if at all possible, no distractions, none of that stuff, just sitting down and no laptop, none of that, just kind of thinking about what is this idea that I have. This is the first phase. What is this idea that I have, and parking some notes and some information down about it. That's what I did. That's what I did when I had these different ideas. All right, do I want to leave Verizon? You know, I worked hard to get to where I am. I worked hard for my engineering degree. Do I want to just throw that away and leave that where it's at and become a teacher and go a completely different route? Or do I want to start a business that I can be kind of doing some stuff with education on the side while working at Verizon? Do I want to try to do both of those things, which ultimately is what I ended up doing? These are the different questions that you ask yourself, and it's important to just be reflective for a little while. Just think about these things for a little bit before jumping into the idea of, oh my goodness, this goal is very, very daunting, right? So that's the first step. Pick a day during the week and a time slot. Do everything in your power to stick to it and brainstorm and write things down. Have that time slot where you start writing some stuff down, and then I promise you guys that there's other things that are gonna build on top of that, and I'm gonna give you guys a glimpse into that actually right now. The whole idea is having that be your weekly time slot where no matter what, you're doing something that's dedicated directly to that goal. So maybe the following week is, okay, I have the brainstorming session done. Maybe you do want to bring your laptop in next and start doing a little bit of research and about putting together a plan of action. I know this might sound very, very systematic. I know it's the way my brain works, you know, I guess being an engineer. And in life in general, we do need to be flexible, and it's not fair to think that everything can be handled sort of in a systematic approach, but certain things do. I truly believe that, and I think this is one of the things where, at least when you're starting out, having a plan of action is very, very important. Otherwise, it's not going to get done. You won't start. And that's just the way things oftentimes happen. But you guys have some great ideas out there. The conversations that I've been having with a lot of you, I would really, honestly, truly love if anyone watching this video can relate to how I was feeling when I was at Verizon. If I can help that person kind of start the process to help them get to a position that's similar to where I'm at right now, where you have that fulfillment and you have some purpose and some direction, that would really, really make me happy. It really would. That's the whole motivating thing, and that's the whole making an impact thing. That's what's driving me, and that's, again, part of the reason that I created this channel, is to have a bigger reach so that anyone can watch this video and be inspired and say, man, I can't wait to next week's episode so I can see what else Kevin's talking about. And I really hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm really enjoying it. It's been really, really interesting. I've been learning a lot, been getting a lot of great feedback so far, and I really appreciate everyone out there who's provided some feedback and had, you know, really, really nice things to say. And the journey continues. I'm going to continue this, and I look forward to the future videos when I can have some people on as guests and start interviewing and kind of change the dynamic up a little bit, you know, very soon. And again, I just want to say thank you guys for everyone out there who's taking the time out to watch this video. I really, really do appreciate it. I'm excited for some feedback. So yeah, in the comment section below, I want anyone that's watching this to let me know in the comments below, what day during the week are you planning on dedicating to helping you reach your ultimate goal and starting out with the brainstorming session. So let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you guys are notified about future videos. And just want to say I appreciate you guys. I really appreciate you, as I mentioned earlier, and excited for this journey to continue. All right, you guys take care.